Welcome back to the Beaufort News. With me now is Officer Hatchett. He's an ambassador with WHHI-TV, and he is here today to talk about the South Carolina State Guard. But before we get to that, Officer Hatchett, let's talk a little bit about your background, all right?
Yes.
Just the brief version, because it's very extensive.
Well, I was born in the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
I'm just retired from Beaufort City Police Department.
Yes.
And I'm a current civilian police with the Marine Corps. Mm-hmm. And I'm a volunteer ambassador for WHHI.
Now, we were talking earlier about this particular badge, if you will. You lived in Ohio, and you actually were chief of staff for a general.
I used to be a member of the Ohio Military Reserve in the state of Ohio, and I used to be an advisor for the chief of staff for the State Guard in the state of Ohio.
Very good. So, the National Guard, the South Carolina State Guard, are they the same thing, Officer Hatchett? Let's kind of dive down into the State Guard and how perhaps it is different.
Yes. The South Carolina State Guard is one of the best kept secret.
Okay.
And every state have a state defense force. Mm-hmm. And the state defense force was created originally when George Washington, right, when the Continental Army. So it was changed into the Federal Army and the National Guard. So our role changed back to one step back, and our main job is to assist the National Guard when they get federalized.
Okay. So when would that happen? When would
Yes, that will be happening if the National Guard had to be deployed overseas. Mm-hmm. We would take over the armory, we would take over the security of the facility, and we would assist for search and rescue as well locally on the state.
Now, you were telling me earlier that really every citizen over 18 could be called up into the State Guard. Talk about that a little.
Yes, in every state we have a state defense force, and every citizen or each of the state, mm-hmm, from the age of 17 to 65 by law belong to the state defense force, and they can be drafted to train and to assist in the national emergency.
And so let's talk about that a little bit further and the training, because you said that you would then be one of the leaders in that training. And let's talk about the kind of training that goes into the State Guard.
Yes, in the State Guard, one of our main function would be to assist the state local law enforcement and enforcing the state law, also to provide security to government facility, and also to assist in any immediately catastrophe that might occur.
Okay. Is there anything else that we didn't cover on the State Guard that you want to make sure that our viewers?
Yes, every citizen who would like to belong part of the United States Citizen Corps, the State Guard is one of the part of the Citizen Corps that you can volunteer and you can get trained, and it's volunteer basis, and you get military training. And our mission is to assist the local law enforcement, provide security to the governor, mm-hmm, and government facility, and also to assist in any, like a center, distribution center, mm-hmm, like a hurricane. Okay. We will assist in evacuations.
And has that happened often, where actually the State Guard is called up to assist?
Yes, we got regular monthly drill once a month, just like a regular reserve unit. Right. And any catastrophe that might occur in any county, the different unit get activated to assist in that county.
Okay. So back to your role with the Marine Corps Air Station. You said you were this Beaufort City Police, and now you are the Marine Corps Air Station. So what is the difference? So how has your role changed over the last few years?
Yes, after 26 years, we used to be a city police, and now I'm a federal police.
Yes, and the difference in that is the local as opposed to serving
the federal government. Yes, as a federal police, I work for the federal government.
Okay. You also are an ambassador for WHHI-TV.
That's correct.
And in that role, what are you doing, and how are you working to really bring the military presence here in the Low Country, more of a presence?
Well, as a volunteer to represent, and also as a representative of WHHI to bring the news and bring information about our community, the activity that we're doing in our communities in military bases.
Very good. Officer Hatchett, thank you so much. We'll see you again next time. And thank you so much for watching the Beaufort News. We'll see you next week.